Alright, so you can see I have 120 tickets and 788 Saint Quartz. I think all of those are paid quartz. So I don't really have a ritual or anything like that. One thing I like to do is just start pulling on the tickets until I get a gold. And then I keep pulling after that until I stop getting a gold. And then I'll do a 10 spin. So we'll see. I got a lot of tickets. Pretty sure with the 120 tickets I'll get at least one gold item. Alright, that's not a bad C. Well, it's a pretty bad C in terms of gameplay, but it's a pretty C. And I don't like skipping rolls, so I'm just gonna let everything keep going unless until I discover it's not something I don't want. Oh yeah? Okay. This is your first time you skip the 10 roll. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, the roll's determined the moment you press the button, really, so it doesn't really matter, but it can be fun to play around if you know that you're gonna be, you know, spending a ton of Saint Quartz and stuff. You know, I don't skip even when I'm not on stream, which I actually haven't ever pulled on stream other than like one-offs during gameplay, because I generally pull on my own time. But yeah, I like to think it takes so much work to collect these Saint Quartz. I want to make the most of it every time I spend it, and that just means lengthening the time. Oh, my game audio is extremely quiet? Okay, I'll increase it a bit. The game is basically silent? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I've raised it quite a bit. I hope that's better. I didn't want it to be overpowering, like, for it to... Alright, thanks. Okay, so... Wow, 5 tickets so far, no golds. Let's keep going. And I've noticed lag doesn't really mean anything ever, as far as I can tell. Sometimes it results in something nice, but usually it's just nothing. Especially since I always download all the data. Oh, my voice is still louder, but quite a bit. Okay, that's good. Actually, okay, got a gold. Now what I'm gonna do is keep pulling until I stop getting golds. Alright. Alright, Saber. Alright. That's Caesar. Alright, let's do a 10. You can see all the Saint Quartz I have are paid Saint Quartz, because what I've been doing basically... Oh crap, this is probably the only gold card I'm gonna get in this pull. What I like to do is fool myself into buying Saint Quartz by buying a pack and then spending the free Saint Quartz on a banner. Yeah, that is a lot of money. It's yeah, I spent it over the course of the last year, yeah, basically. Because I don't... It's like... I'd be afraid of spending like a lot at once. That's not the kind of thing I'd be comfortable doing. So I basically fooled myself into spending a lot of money a little bit at a time. It's honestly not the smartest thing to do, to fool myself into spending money. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty smart. 320 is like a lot of money anyway, right? So let's see. Caster? Nope. So in my Korean account where I did get Merlin, it came from a silver caster card that transformed into gold, not double-sided, just nope. Yeah, more than you intended. Yeah, I've definitely spent more in this game than I intended when I first started, but you know, it's fine. It's like I'm still spending way less than I could afford to, so alright, this pull's not looking good. It's I think it's gonna be a bare minimum. Oh, not a bare minimum, but this is Got some pretty bad, that was a lot of lag, but again, I don't think lag means anything. But those are some pretty... Oh, that's double-sided. Getting a Berserker gold. Alright, what's gonna be Ibaraki? NP2 Heracles? Alright, oh, that's not too bad. NP2 Heracles. Alright, wow, that actually turned out to be a pretty decent pull. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Yeah, I also earlier I actually got a kaleidoscope when I was trying to pull for Merlin, so that was pretty nice. That's my third kaleidoscope. Alright. Okay, so you're saying if it's a lag, it's definitely a servant. Alright, that's a good thing to know, because I mean, most likely it's going to be a 3-star servant, right? But still, if it's a servant, that means you got a shot. You were actually hoping for a K-scope? Yeah, I feel like sometimes K-scope really is more valuable than a lot of servants, right? Like, I'd much prefer to get a K-scope than, say, a Fion, or even a Beowulf. Okay. Alright, MP2 Heracles, that's pretty nice. Alright, so I'm actually going to keep pulling, doing 10 pulls. Because that luck was not too bad. If I get a bare minimum, I'll go back to doing single tickets, and then see. The cute servants you like? Right, they're generally for events, right? So you get the event CEs. And given how big the pool of 5-star CEs are now, it's like, man, good luck getting that kaleidoscope. I'm so fortunate that I got 2 early on when I was playing. I don't know, I don't remember if you mentioned how many K-scopes you already have, actually. Do you have 1, at least? Because, like, 1 definitely makes a huge difference relative to 0. Oh, you have 1. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, and 2 is, like, really nice for 3-turn farming, because then Waver can... With Waver and 2 kaleidoscopes, you just need 1 servant who's capable of charging themselves somehow. It's your most precious card. Yeah. I also have 2 max limit broken imaginary elements, which is nice. It's, oh, caster, gold, come on. Yes! Alright. This is it. Yes! He did it! He came! The Dick Wizard came. Oh, and I got a pretty nice 5-star CE. Holy crap. Nice. That's actually not a very good CE, but it is a 5-star, and it gives a pretty nice buff to all. Okay, and projection. Holy cow. That was really fast. Yeah, you're right, that was really fast. And that means I'm gonna have a lot of Saint Court save up for Musashi. Oh my... look at this pull! Look at the CEs I'm getting in this pull! Jeez. Are you kidding me? Look at... I got 5 gold cards as my last 5 cards of this pull. This is ridiculous. This is... Wow. Alright. Wow. So that was like 20 or 30 rolls on this stream, but I had rolled about, I think I rolled 35 or 40 rolls before I came on stream. So in total, so it was around, let's see, how many tickets do I have left actually? So that's 8 tickets I used and 2 10 rolls, so that's 28 rolls. And I had rolled around 35 before, so it was around 66. Let's call it 70, just as a nice even number. That's actually really good luck. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. because I have so many Saint Quartz and tickets saved up, I'm gonna at least try for an NP2 Merlin, but I'm not gonna go hard because I want to save up for Musashi. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and blow all my saved up embers, or at least as many as I can. So apologize if you came to watch me roll, because this turned out to be quite a lot shorter than I expected, and that was good. I'm glad, but you're gonna have to watch me level up my Merlin now. Yeah. Oh, you came to watch QP die. Yeah, that's probably gonna hit 0. Or not exactly 0, but close to 0. I actually, last night or a couple nights ago, I was watching a Korean streamer poll, and she's, like, to her, she's, I think she's free to play, but she's, like, Merlin's her husbando, and she saved up 630 Saint Quartz, free Saint Quartz, just for him. And she managed to get him on her very last 10 pull. She only had exactly 30 Saint Quartz left, and in that very last 10 pull, he came in just the regular gold caster card. It made me feel very happy to see her win. Yeah, Merlin tanked your QP from 950 to 700. Yeah, so a 5-star, I think, to level up all their skills and everything is something like 250 mil, right? Because I think it's around 70 mil per skill in that range, and there's plenty of. It costs a lot of QP to costs a lot of QP to ascend them as well. So, and of course it costs some QP to just feed them embers. So let's see. Yeah. Alright. Oh, Nightingale. Nice. So I have Nightingale on my alt account, and I like her a lot. She's definitely not all that useful a lot of the time, but just as a kind of a decent support to take to a lot of fights. She's got a pretty good buster buff. Oh, JP Christmas. I see. Yeah, so JP has... so Christmas, is it a unlimited lottery? Because I know every Christmas in NA so far has been unlimited lottery. So, if that's the case, of course, you want to prioritize Christmas. Yeah, okay, always. I see. Thanks. Although, to be honest, it really also depends on which account you prioritize as your favorite. Because if you're more of a JP player, or if you're more of an NA player, even if there's a lottery going on in JP, you might be like, I'd rather farm these rare Ascension materials on NA. Right, reruns are limited, right, yeah, I knew that from, well, the fact that NA's rerun was limited. Yeah, it's a little sad that in the rerun it's really easy to max limit break the event CE, because obviously you just buy them from the shop in addition to the ones you already had, but you can't like take full advantage of them. Yeah. No, the NA's your favorite. Oh, right. I think you mentioned your JP account unfortunately didn't even have, what's her name? Chloe, which is a shame. Like, let's see. Okay, I'll just go ahead and use that. Give me a Super Suck Merlin. Nope. Alright, gonna bait the Super Suck. No. NA is 700 mil QP. That's crazy though. 700. Well, I guess it's not too crazy. On my Korean account, I have somewhere around 500 mil. I think I hit 700 mil after the Christmas lottery because I went pretty hard, and I got 60, open 60 boxes, which isn't that hard relative to some people, but I'm not quite like complete Toho Sniper 98 degen level or anything like that, or anywhere close to it. So I also never use Saint Quartz for refills, so I went down to basically using almost all my gold apples, which actually kind of, yeah. Oh, you did 70 boxes, okay, so around the same amount, more than me. But using up almost all my gold apples actually turns out to have been a little disadvantageous for the Solomon event, because it's Solomon event, or I guess event, not I say event, but it's really Solomon chapter, the raid event for the Solomon chapter, because that's an event where you definitely want to spend a lot of apples, spend a lot of AP. Right. So it's so nice finally getting a good 5-star support on this account, because I don't have Tamamo on this account, I don't have Waver, and I've just been having to depend on my friends for those. I do have Ozzy and Helena, and they've been really clutch for their ability to charge NP. And they can charge NP just as well as Merlin can, but they can't do most of the things that Merlin can, so. Yeah, right. Tamamo is more for, I guess, harder fights generally, because she's so good at keeping your team alive and keeping your team's NP charged and keeping your team's skills cycled. But she can't charge your NP on command like Waver, or even like Helena and Ozzy. Alright, so what I like to do is, of course, take out the lowest stacks, because I want to save. I want to keep the embers as densely packed as possible in the present box. Let's see. I'm guessing this will actually, it won't allow me to take all of them, but yeah. Oh, unless it's Mordred Rider. Right. Yeah, I actually have a Mordred Rider on this account, but I don't have a Tamamo. Or a Narrow Bride, who would really... I think you need someone like a Narrow Bride, or... maybe Ushi works with her NP gain up, as well as... what is it? The Full Metal Alchemist character, Hohenheim. Like, those guys have NP gain up skills, which go along with Tamamos and Mordred Rider to do a 3-turn NP cycle of her. Also, my Mordred Rider is only NP1, so she's not so great at clearing waves. Oh, right, yeah, you said you got Narrow Bride from Narrowfest after missing her on Valentine's, so... yeah, Narrow Bride's so nice. She should get her interlude sometime in the next year, right? Oh yeah, amusing thing? Love to hear that. Alright, so Merlin, give me another super suck, baby. Wait, you got lent, or you were given it? Are you just holding on to it for someone for now? Oh, it was lent and then abandoned? Or I guess you mean the one you originally started with was abandoned. Okay. I gotcha. I follow you. Alright. Yeah, I'll just use one of these. Alright, Max ascended. Oh really? Somebody saw your tweets and just gifted you an account? That's really nice of them. I've been thinking of doing that with one of my alts, because I have a couple alts that I kinda occasionally play, but not too much, and I don't want to split my time too much. Oh, you were rushing the story with supports? I heard that if you just use a support Ku Alter or Herc with Bonsi, you could actually basically make it through Babylonia. Oh, all of part 1. Okay, so that includes Babylonia and Solomon, huh? Yeah, I forgot about the foes. You can see I have 200, 300, 350, 450, 500. Yeah, 500 embers stored up in my bug. Oh yeah, Solomon, you needed... Because you need to beat part 1 to do a lot of the events, right? So that makes sense that you'd want to hurry through it. Oh, the 11 bugs with that you need insta-kill for? So that seems like that'll be quite hard to do if your own servants aren't leveled, because you really need to rely a lot on the support. What's his name? Support King Hassan. Cleared it in like 30 turns, yeah. Oh, use the support Mordred Rider. Okay, so you were just cycling her NP? Oh, that makes sense. That's pretty clever. I wouldn't have thought of that. But yeah, that totally makes sense. Let's see. Okay. So he needs just 20 with all the bonuses from the battlefield buffs. Okay, yep. So you must be getting a bunch of... I see, she doesn't... Yeah. No, it's a shame that the event or the chapter story quests, you can't redo them. I wouldn't mind if you could redo them using the same AP cost, like but you don't get anything as a reward. I would consider that a worthy trade. Just let you replay it, make you spend AP, but you actually don't get any reward at all. Just you get the gameplay. I feel like if DW implemented something like that, that's one way they could keep getting people to spend AP and spend St. Quartz on refilling AP. Maybe give a minimal reward, like, I don't know, 1 ember or something, 1 gold ember. And and something like 100,000 QP, maybe even 10,000. Because the story quests can be fun. And I'd just love to keep play it again. Like Goetia, right? The final boss. It's a shame that once you beat Goetia, you can't ever actually play him again. So if you want to do weird, strange comps against Goetia, you basically have to never actually completely finish it. I'm definitely planning on taking my time beating Goetia with weird comps. Gonna try to kill him with Void Shiki somehow. Yeah, trying to figure out how to solo those fights. Yeah, imagine. It was fun on my Korean accounts doing a Narrow Bride solo of the final boss of Babylonia. Turned out it wasn't particularly hard, but still pretty fun. It really makes you figure out more of how the game works. Yeah. Even though sometimes if you just bring Herc with Bond 10 CE, you're basically doing the exact same thing. There's really no strategy to it. So, and that's sort of why I brought Narrow Bride on my Korean account for the solo, because I figured Narrow Bride, she doesn't have a guts or a dodge or anything, but she has a decent heal and a pretty powerful attack buff, single target NP that lowers defense. Figured she could handle it, and she did. It was fun figuring out how to time the skills and everything. Yeah, I wish you could do it again. I heard JP gets some feature to replay certain quests, but that story quests, most story quests, maybe all of them, aren't available. It's only certain. Oh, whoops, wrong one. I should have just. Wait, what? I thought. Oh, it's the attack. Yeah, that's that one. Actually, So not on the stream, but I'm gonna have to level up Caster Gilgamesh after this to get him up to level 80. Yeah, I'm actually not sure if I have the QP needed to level up all of his skills, but I'm definitely planning on leveling up his first and third skills up to 10. I'm quite certain I have enough QP for that, because I think each skill needs only around 70 million in QP. Yeah. And this is... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just eat this. Yeah. And then once I get his skills, these skills up, actually I guess I'll put him into my support slot too. And I have just enough red gems. Well, you need 51 red gems to max out a 5-star skills. You need 51 of each type of gem, so, but got enough. Yeah, you know, I wasn't particularly saving these materials for Merlin, because I think I mentioned in an earlier stream, I don't save materials for 5 stars, because it would feel awful to save and then not get him. But what's surprising to me is that Merlin actually doesn't use that many really difficult materials. Considering how powerful he is, I would have thought he's the kind of servant who should require like, I don't know, 70 chains per skill or something, or 20 hearts per skill, that kind of thing. It's like, even if he required all that, he would be easily worth investing all that. But no, it's like 3 spirit roots? That's... You know, that's... I guess, I mean, he needs 11 spirit roots per skill, so that's 33 spirit roots, which is a sizable amount, but... Still, rip Aresh. I heard Aresh requires some... I think it's called a stake, which is a material that's not in NA yet. Which, by the way, I hate the fact that they keep adding new materials so that we can't stock them up. It's their way of keeping us on the treadmill. But yeah, she needs some insane number of stakes. She needs a comically large amount of mats in general. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna level this up as much as I can. Let's see if I can actually get it up to 10. Actually, given the QP costs, I think I might be able to. Yeah, okay. Tons of stakes, tons of chains, yeah. Alright, now my Merlin is level 90, 10, 10, 10. And I'm gonna do one more 10 pull to try to NP2 him. And I'm also going to do a few tickets, just for the heck of it. Maybe this has been working well. Yeah, I'm not sure how else I want to organize this. I'll give her a call day at lunchtime. By the way, Wavemaster, I'm not sure if I have you as a friend. Would you like to add me? My friend code is this. I can add you on stream or whatever, but I can copy it into the chat if you'd like. Alright, so I'm gonna use... Yeah, do you want to give me your friend code, or I can copy my friend code into the chat. It's this, so... And if anyone else wants to add me, feel free, although... Yeah. So... Alright, so I'm gonna use 2 tickets and then 1 more 10 pull, and I'll save everything else for Musashi. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, no worries. You don't have to add it right now, but, you have it. Alright, Berserker. Nope. Alright. CE. Pretty bad one. I don't think I've ever actually used that CE. But, alright. It's weird seeing just paid quartz, not a single free quartz. All of my free Saint quartz just didn't return me any Merlins. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, since I already have a Merlin, I think there's no loading or connecting that would indicate me getting one. Alright. David. Verdant Sound of Destruction, that's probably my only gold card, I'm gonna guess. Saber? Probably Caesar? Nope. Fergus? Yeah, I've been slowly leveling up Fergus just because I had excess Saber Embers. Okay, I still need to... Yeah, no worries, Wavemaster, if you accidentally removed me, that's fine. That happens. I just don't think I recall ever seeing somebody named Wavemaster or anything like that on my friend list, so that's why I assumed I didn't have you. And I don't publicize my friend code, I don't have it written on an overlay or anything like that like a lot of streamers do. I just haven't bothered setting anything like that up, and I also feel like if I actually, become popular or if people see it, I'll just get overloaded with friend requests, and that's not what I want either, so. But if I can help people out, that would be nice. Your ID is Wave? Okay. I can probably do that after this stream. Oh! Holy cow! Black Grail! Nice! That's my second Black Grail! Yes! Wow, these are some nice pulls. And a pretty shitty CE. Alright, I'm nowhere near max limit breaking a Black Grail, but you know what? Second Black Grail, always fine by me. Let's see, I might be able to